Feature returning champion, Elgintensity, aka Captain Hook or P-Trap Pan. Time for another Q&A. Hopefully YouTube pays me more than $8.37 for this video, otherwise I'm going to have to move into a storage unit. Legally, no laws broken. First question comes from Every Damn Day Fitness, who took a break from triggering Mark Lobliner to ask, what are your plans to deal with the YouTube revenue change? I just said I'm moving into a storage unit with a stripper. But seriously, this isn't the first time I've had to deal with YouTube fucktardery. In 2014 and 2015, I had to put my most popular series, Exercises in Futility, on Dailymotion. YouTube's copyright system made it too fucking easy for people to false flag those videos. Now I put that series on YouTube because it's not problematic. YouTube either shoots down the claim on the basis of fair use, or it judges the claim in my favor on appeal. In response to the recent revenue changes, I'll just keep promoting my apparel and coaching without turning my videos into commercials. I also created a vid.me channel in December, which I haven't really used yet. Vid.me is a video sharing platform that a lot of YouTubers are moving to because its monetization program is based on fan funding, not advertisements. YouTube is still my main platform, but subscribe to vid.me/infinite Elgintensity in case YouTube turns to absolute shit. Question the second. If Blahino and Vince G offered you a Pepsi, so one Pepsi from the both of them to save money, would you set aside your differences and become pals? I don't have friend quotas. I choose friends based on merit, so that's a no from me. Assuming Bloho is brave enough to leave the house and Venice is ambitious enough to leave the house, then I'll do the next best thing. I'll redeem that Pepsi can or bottle at the recycling center and watch those bums fight over the change. So many mints, because that's what friends are for. Kate Jones 0 asks, why does YouTube not have your videos show up in my subscriptions even though I've been subscribed for 2 months? Well, first, I'm glad to see a new subscriber. Glad to see you finally got your life on track. But YouTube subscriptions have been fucked for a while now. When you subscribe, there's a bell you can click so you get notifications. I upload so infrequently that they shouldn't bother you. You could also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter to find out when I upload new videos. Next question. You can take this in private if you do not want to say it in a video, boo. I sure as shit hope you meant to type bro. Anyway, top 5 favorite watches. I'll pick watches I don't have and likely won't have for many years, if ever. Grail watches, if you will. I like the Audemars Royal Oak, the Patek Philippe Nautilus, the Rolex Sky Dweller, the A. Lange Zeitwerk, and the FP Journe Octa Automatique. Those watches are all expensive as shit, but any mechanical watch collection could be impressive if you just have good taste. Whatever you do, don't buy any of the quartz watches that fitness YouTubers are promoting these days. If you think that a professional selfie taker, who never has to wake up early, wear business attire, or be anywhere on time would know fuck all about watches, then I have a bridge to sell you. Strong segue coming up. My time has come. Any plans to collaborate with H3H3? I sure hope that's a rumor going around, although I certainly didn't start it. A collab with the Kleinberries would be slammin'. I think the smallest channel they've worked with was the soaping pickup artist guy they roasted, so that's not totally out of the question. If I ever visit California or they visit DC, then I'll definitely slide up in them their DMs and try to make it happen. But nothing is planned at the moment. Okay, we have a question from someone in a really bad spot in his life. My stepdad switched from bodybuilding to CrossFit. He has bitch tits and tells me his deadlift form is perfect. Thoughts? Well, first I'd like to wish an early Happy Mother's Day to your stepdad. Between the feminine physical traits and piss-poor form, I think his transition to CrossFit is complete. Also, I think you need to send me a video of his perfect deadlift form, especially if you want a new stepdad. When are you going to do more reading mean comments, where you roast the people in the comment section? That series isn't officially cancelled, but I'm not returning to it anytime soon either. It's gotten kinda boring for me. The shit that trolls said 2 years ago is identical to the shit they said 2 days ago. No creativity on their part whatsoever. I've shut down all of them a million different ways by now. It's like a supercomputer playing chess against a bunch of chickens. I'm constantly upgrading my savagery software, and they're still pecking away in the same predictable patterns. Once it stops being that one-sided, then I'll record another mean comments video. In other words, when they can go a whole day without wearing helmets. Favorite Wu-Tang album and song? That's gonna be a tough one. It'll have to be a tie. Fourth Chamber from Jizz's Liquid Swords, and Cream from Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers. If I had to pick one album and one song, it would be Liquid Swords and Fourth Chamber, each one by a cunt hair. Holy shit, a lifting question. Do you think an arch in your back for the bench is bad lifting or legit? That depends on the amount of arch. There's supposed to be some arch during a bench, but some motherfuckers arch to the point where the bar barely fucking moves. The spine looks like a slinky walking down a staircase. Powerlifting federations allow it, so it's legit in that regard, but it changes the bench press from a test of strength to a test of flexibility. Until they change the rules, it's just one of those derpy powerlifting techniques that we have to live with and laugh at. What up, King Trap Tunk Hamen? 3 questions. Well, you're getting 1. Your shoe game is on point. Yes. What is your favorite pair in your collection and why? That would be my pair of black Capto Oxfords by Crockett & Jones. In-channel Goodyear welt, asymmetric last. They're very well made, versatile, and they never go out of style. I'll probably wear them to my own funeral. They're pricey, but you'll never have to buy another pair of black shoes again, so I think they're worth it. What was your favorite TV show as a kid? That's a broad age range, but if I had to pick one, it would be Batman the Animated Series. In 2009, I bought Batman Arkham Asylum solely because Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, the voice actors from the animated series, reprised their roles as Batman and Joker, respectively. The Batman spin-offs and the Superman animated series fucking suck though, so don't watch those. Okay, have you considered doing commentary on fail videos that aren't fitness related? Fair enough, but they can't be inherently ridiculous. I'm not coming up with jokes for a video of a schmuck getting kicked in the balls, slapped in the face, or anything like that. There's really nothing to say in those circumstances, except WorldStar. They're already getting roasted by life. So feel free to link me to or tag me in these videos, but if the suggestions suck, then I'll definitely let you know. I'm going to meet CT Fletcher next month at my friend's shop. Friend's shop, so that's a shop that sells friends. What should I say to him, period? First, I hope you brought earplugs. Second, you need to tell him to unblock me on Twitter. I never even said anything to him, yet he got hurt somehow. It's kinda sad that I can hurt Compton Superman by simply having kryptonite, when I haven't really exposed him to it. It's been about 3 years too, so it's really time to sack up. Also, tell him to bring back the Master Plan certification from 2014 because that was comedy gold. Finally, tell him to tell Samson to reopen his Instagram. I miss seeing Compton Lois Lane's lopsided deadlifts. Thanks in advance. Alright, why do you make fun of Harbinger and Nike weightlifting belts? Also, which weightlifting belts would you recommend besides Pioneer? First, I make fun of Harbinger belts because they're made of thin strips of leather that are glued together. I make fun of the Nike ones because they're made of nylon or some shit, and they have Velcro closures. In terms of belts, they're basically flattened out dog turds. All the gym noobs buy them because they're cheap and they figure they don't lift heavy enough or frequently enough to break them, but they'd be wrong because I've seen these dipshits break them anyway. Besides Pioneer belts, I recommend Titan Support Systems belts. I have a brown bison leather one from them, it's pretty good. Is neck training a real thing? And do you, USA, still love Rolex? Yes, neck training looks dumb as fuck, but it's a real thing, especially if you're a combat athlete. As for Rolex, it kinda gave the finger to its customers by revealing a stainless steel Sky Dweller this year after selling a more expensive white gold version that looks almost the same. Other than that, we generally like Rolex here. Some of us like it so much we're willing to wear watches that barely look like Rolexes. Top 10 items for home gym setup? Kinda hard to choose without knowing the dimensions of the home gym, but I'll go with a power rack, adjustable bench, barbell, weight plate set, metal, not CrossFit plates, weight plate rack, adjustable dumbbell set, a sled or a prowler, a bangin' ass stereo, a dialysis machine for crossfitting, and a children's Bosu ball for fictional patterns. Thoughts on Jeff Cavaliere of Athlean-X as a person and as a YouTube fitness resource? Personally, comes off a little long-winded, but overall seems like a decent guy, and seems to know his stuff, if not simplified for the mass audience he reaches out to. I don't know him as a person, so I'm just going to comment on him as a YouTube fitness resource. In that regard, I agree with your comment in general. Nobody has ever recommended his videos to me to roast, which is always a good sign. And I don't think he's long-winded so much as thorough. Most of his videos are under 10 minutes long. So it's not like he's rambling just so he can hit the magic 10-minute mark and place an extra ad on each video. He's also not an overbearing salesman who places random supplement overlays in his videos or uses other annoying tactics that don't convert. So Jeff Cavaliere, good job, buddy. Alright, shit kickers, it's time for the lawyering round. Let me adjust my glasses for a moment. Something a little different crossed my desk this time. You must assemble a crack team of thieves to steal an important artifact from a museum. However, you can only bring people you've roasted. Who is 1. The muscle, 2. the safecracker, 3. the lookout, 4. the hacker, 5. the getaway driver, and 6. the leader. That'll go well. This will be the worst team ever. The muscle would be Chuck Basher, who'd yell Slap City like a moron before hitting each guard, and Rich Piana, who'd get sucker punched by each guard. The safecracker would be Blowho, because he only knows how to pop open a large box that's been filled with other people's junk if it's his girlfriend. The lookout would be Vince G, who wouldn't show up to the heist even though standing there while other people do the work is the only fucking thing he's good at. The hacker would be CT Fletcher, because he can't secure his own fucking Facebook fan page or turn off caps lock when he types. The getaway driver would be Mike Chang, because it would end up looking something like this. And the leader would be yours truly, live streaming this disaster far, far away, because the ments would be worth more than any artifact. Like the video and subscribe to the channel, now.
Everybody drugs their body sometime. Everybody tries the gear somehow.